because they're beholden to other people. You're a rarity. I'm one of the only people that's not beholden to any other network or people. You're one of the, you realize? I'm not just saying this is some kinship. Who else has a big, mega popular show that's multimedia that isn't controlled by a parent company?
Adam Carolla.
Yep.
Who else? Most podcasters.
No, but see,
when you look at the numbers that most podcasters
and
are
that's
putting
what they're
out
threatened
now,
by, though. But I mean, almost all of them are backed by something. There's a subsidiary. I know for a fact that you run your own show.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Look, I've got some notes here, and all I want to say is this.
I want to point one point that you had about that was really good. You were saying that if you censor yourself, you're just like, I'll just censor myself a little bit. Just a little bit.
You wanted to make this point when we started the show, but please make it. This is the big enchilada.
You made it in the back.
We'll start over.
And it's right. We were talking, and we were, first of all, we gave each other a big hug. We talked it out. We're both happy that we're not angry at each other. And then when we started talking, you made a really good point. You said, the thing is, if you censor yourself just 1%, you say, I'll just censor myself 1%. That's what they want. I'm going to make them happy. And then they're just going to keep moving it. They're just going to keep moving it forward, moving the goalposts, and providing you with more money and giving you more things, but keep moving it in a certain direction. And if you keep giving into it, they're going to have a hold of you, and they can control you. And that's how network television got started. If you really think about what network television is, the reason why they don't swear and they don't have explicit content isn't because people wouldn't want to see it. The reason is because the advertisers won't let them. There's a whole commerce aspect to it. It's not just, hey, you're the CSI guys, or hey, you're
exactly. And so now they've organized with Sleeping Giants and Media Matters a couple million people that call and threaten and attack anybody. And then notice, Joe, once they're done with me, now it's Joe, you better not have this person on, or you better have that person on. And so what is your soul? What is your destiny worth? And I always thought I was smart because I got to analyze politics and history. I was kind of socially retarded. And so
I don't think you're allowed to say that anymore.
Exactly. But I mean, I was. And so that's what I'm getting at is the biggest lie is, I want people to know the truth. I don't come up with some cold-blooded calculation about what I think is going to advance my personal life. I really care about people. And in the process, I've seen things wrong. I've grown. I've hurt people. I apologize.
Listen, that's true. That's true what you're just saying about you. And this is one of the things that I've always tried to explain to people. If people get mad at me for knowing you, I'm like, I have a great time with that guy every time I see him. You and I have had a great time in Austin. We had a great time at the UFC. We've hung out at numerous comedy shows that I've done in Austin. I've done your show.
Films, you've done, 20 years ago.
We've had a lot of fun together. And so when people get mad at you about Sandy Hook or about anything, I just go, even when you were mad at me, I wasn't mad at you. I was like, I just got to talk to him. Like, it's one of the reasons like Eddie Bravo got the two of us to talk again. I'm like, once we talk and just be honest with each other, we'll be fine.
And I want to clear this up. Because when I was going big guns on you, just so you know what it's like to be judged, I thought that you probably never had me on the show. It was not an attempt to get back on your show.
Listen, I knew that if I'd gotten you to the point where you were that upset, that I must have made mistakes too. I'm not that person that sees things and always points in the other direction. I point at myself. I'm a fucking ruthless self-critic. Ruthless. I'm terrible. Like, I beat myself up about everything. I'll flub one word on stage and I'll sleep 3 hours at night because I'll be tossing and turning.
Let me raise this to you. And again, self-doubt's a good thing. It's not going to be a narcissist and crazy. I got offered at the time like $5 million worth of Bitcoin. I think it was like $38 million by the time it got there. I refused it. And I got told like 8 years ago, I got told by two different people, very well-known rich people. They said, George Soros likes you. He wants to work with you, and Alexander Soros and this other Soros. You just need to stop attacking him. And by the way, we want you to pump Bitcoin, which I believe in cryptocurrencies. I believe it's the future. We got a private Federal Reserve. It's all fiat. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying be careful. And I was so dumb back then. I don't even say so dumb. I was not in the corrupt mindset the way the world worked. Like, I knew how politics worked, and I knew how science worked, and I knew how crypto type, government and CIA stuff worked. But I was like never trying to get a deal for myself. I had my own thing.
Right.
So then I look back in retrospect where that was going on. So when I saw you as my breaking point, go, hey, Alex Jones is full of crap. George Soros was a victim of the Nazis and the Holocaust.
That's not what I said. I didn't say you were full of crap. I said he wasn't a Nazi. I go, the story that I watched the interview. and I don't know what he did. I don't
60
know
minutes.
the guy. I don't know him. I know very little about him. But what I remember from the story was that he was saying that when the Nazis occupied, he was with his, I believe it was his uncle.
Godfather.
His godfather, and took him around as a Christian and pretended he was a Christian when they were stealing from these Jews, when they would take their, and he just thought it was normal because he was 13 years old, but he was talking about it, that he was shielded by this person.
No, I would be willing to take his explanation, is what I'm saying.
But
here's the difference. Even before that happened with you, I got approached by a major Hollywood actor that my name's never been associated with, and they said, listen, George Soros told me to tell you that he'd have been killed if he didn't do that, and that he did what he had to do.
Right.
And I said, you tell George, if somebody put a gun to my head and said, we're going to kill you if you don't help round up Joe Rogan's kids and put them in a concentration camp, I'd say, oh yeah, I agree with you, and I'd grab the gun away and kill him.
Didn't he say, he just said that it was just taking property? No,
they were. What do you think? Was the Nazis show them take your property and then you don't go away?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
We know what happened in Romania and Hungary, but Joe, here's the difference.
I mean, what he was saying.
They have headlines saying, okay, Joe Rogan.
So you're saying you think that it was more?
No. He did an NPR interview. I'm not trying to go indict George Soros.
Okay, well, here's where I fucked up, because I shouldn't have even said anything about it, because I don't know much about it. The real absolute
It's open to interpretation.
I've seen a couple of
It's
interviews.
open to interpretation. When I was
it's not
14,
open to interpretation for me. I'm telling you, I don't know anything.
Well,
so
let me
talking
tell you.
about it was incorrect.
Sure. So when I'm 14, in retrospect, if somebody said you're gonna help round up your community or we're gonna kill you, I would have tried to kill people that were trying to kill my people. I get it. Not everybody's like me. And I'm not trying to be the toughest guy around. I think I've proven I'll go up against people. I get you're 14, you're scared, and you help the Nazis. He was so arrogant about it. He said it on NPR. He said it on 60 Minutes. And then I learned you're being sued because you did this. This is why he's financing it. Well, I'm not going to stop saying it because of that. I get he was in a bad situation. The problem was, if you play the clip, he says, it was the best time of my life. It was happy making. It was invigorating to be there with all this evil going on, but I was with my father and I had faith in him, and so we were able to do this. And then I went and looked at the logs and the records of him. He was like going around looking for Anne Frank's, man, and getting their money, and yeah, he got the money and something else.